Hello guys and welcome back to Sophisticated Obsession. On today's show we are going to be talking about the new Acqua Di Parma Colonia Pura. Coming up. What is up guys, it's Matt here from Sophisticated Obsession. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, Colonia Pura, well, what do we know from the name? We know that it's going to be a cologne, so we know that it's going to have that real lovely, juicy, luscious lemon, and we know that it's then going to be like, almost like you are just taking a stroll through an Italian city. It is going to be very, very classy, it's going to be fairly masculine, but it's also going to be fresh. Really, really fresh, okay? Let's get straight down to it. So, first of all, the packaging. So, as you can see, it is in the classic yellowy orange box with then Colonia Pura in this like metallic looking sticker on the front. Looks really, really nice and classy. Then you take off the lid and there is then the fragrance. Very, very neatly snug in there, and there you have it. There is the actual bottle. So inside the box you then have a little leaflet. So in this leaflet you then have just a little bit of information in various languages on what are the notes that are then going to be found in this fragrance. Then on here you've got a real sort of clean looking bottle. Now I can barely see the actual atomizer tube going down there. It's really cool. It doesn't look like there's a tube at all. The atomizer to these fragrances are incredible. Woo! Oh god, and it's so fresh. They are absolutely brilliant. They yield so much juice. The lid is pretty good. I mean, it's not as heavy as some lids, but it's nice and it fits quite snugly onto this bottle. So there you have it. That is the presentation for Acqua Di Parma Colonia Pura. One thing that I really like about this fragrance is how it has blurred the lines between designer and niche fragrancing. How has it done it? It really comes down to only a few factors. One, the price. This product, which is 100 mils, came to £90. Now, £90 for 100 mils of juice is actually pretty reasonable when it comes to these types of fragrances. Why do I think that it could be a niche fragrance as well? That comes down to the fact of how many places actually sell the fragrance. Most places do not stock this, so it is a little bit rarer to find. It's a little bit more niche and a little bit more special when you then come across it. Because not many places are stocking this, you're also guaranteed that people are not going to be wearing it. Colonia Pura comes from the Colonia range. You can tell that it's part of the Colonia range just by looking at the box. Ooh. Ah. In the blue, you have Blue Mediterranean, which is inspired by Mediterranean beaches and cities and the like. Very, very fresh, very, very fruity. In the green, you have Club Colonia. This is inspired by golfing, so the green is inspired by the grass. Now this is a little bit more sophisticated, maybe a little bit more gentlemanly, and also probably a little bit older as well. The black, I only know one fragrance in a black bottle, which smells like a classic barbershop type of cologne. And the brown, you have ingredients. These are darker and more full-bodied than some of the other fragrances. They contain things like oud that is really, really earthy and animalic, something that Colonia is not. Down to it, what does it smell like? Instantly, what you get is strong, bitter lemon. Instantly. You could say that this would just be for a summer fragrance, and you're right, it would. It would suit a summer fragrance. However, there is a quality about this that is so nice for a real crisp morning. I would say that for autumn, which we unfortunately are starting to come out of now, it is perfect because you've still got those real sunny mornings, yet it is still really, really fresh. I think that goes. I think that it goes really, really nicely. So the thing that is different about this fragrance to then the other Colonias. Now, the other Colonias, they've been going since like the 1916 or something or other. So they've been going quite a while. They know what they're doing. This, however, has a different note in there of coriander. I get coriander quite a lot in this, certainly in the first sort of 10-15 minutes. It's really, really strong. It has an earthiness, it has a herbal quality to it, and also it then has a real nice spiciness to it. Now that spiciness is then why I think that this would do for a nice like winter or colder month scent as well as a summer scent. So very, very nice. As this then develops, that lemon starts to then die down. It doesn't go completely, however, it is then subdued. You would say that it would be almost muted under then the wood notes that then really comes out in this. In the mid notes, you then start to get more earthiness and more woodiness about it. So I'm talking cedarwood plays a real big role in that. Then also you get a slight sort of floral quality to it. That comes, I would say, from the jasmine that is here. After the heart notes, this is probably after the first maybe hour or 2 hours, it then develops into then the base notes. Now the base notes, again, you've then got that depth of woodsiness, but then also I would say you get a real nice patchouli and musk smell, just to then give it some real nice depth and body. Now it is time for the rating, guys. The rating. So I always rate my fragrances out of 5. Number 1, packaging. Packaging is so important because that will make or break a gift. Christmas, you will have somebody going, oh wow, what an amazing gift, or oh yeah, this is nice, before they've even actually tried the fragrance. So packaging is important. So in terms of the packaging, I really like it. It's really, really nice and sleek and just very sophisticated. I'm really not doing that on purpose, I swear. I really like how just very simple the design is. I mean, the bottle, there really isn't anything to sort of stand out about this bottle, but I think that is why I like it. So, in conclusion, it definitely gets a point for its packaging. Number 2, performance. This is not going to perform as well as maybe some eau de parfums because it only lasts a maximum on my skin about 3 hours. I'm afraid I just can't give it a point, guys. Now this will change from person to person, however for me it just wasn't a goer. Next up, who does it belong to? I've been thinking about who this would really suit. Men, you are covered. Guys, I'm telling you, this is beautiful. Like, this is wonderful. If you are like an older gent, a more mature gent, it works. It really works because you've got some lovely depth with the woods and the cedar wood and the musk. The younger man is definitely not going to be left out of this. I think that the younger man would absolutely rock this. And why? Because it is so fresh and so zesty and just so full of life. Women, because I'm all about equality here, I actually feel you could wear this. I do feel that you could wear this. Again, I would then say that with these fragrances, yes, the right woman would need to wear this, so definitely don't blind buy it. However, I do think that this is very accessible for somebody who wants to have just something with a little bit of depth, but a real nice citrusy quality. So I'm going to say yes to then who this is for. The versatility definitely gets a point. Where and when? Where are you going to wear this? Well, definitely it is a daytime fragrance. This would suck in the evening. I just feel that there are better things out there that you could then be spraying on for like a dinner date, or maybe going out for the evening, or maybe going clubbing. You could just pick a better fragrance than this. However, what this does is it gives you a real nice fresh quality, and it just feels so masculine and so inviting as well. Definitely one for the office. I would say that people smelling this at work will not be offended in the slightest. Now, in terms of the projection of it, it's not beastly, it's nothing that's gonna like absolutely kill people off. It's actually just, it's just a really, really nice, fresh fragrance. I would say that this would get a point because what it does so well. It is a daytime fragrance, alright? There is no way of going around it. This is a daytime fragrance, and it does it really well. Should I penalize it because it is not an evening fragrance? No, I don't think so. Because this does not say, or does not scream to me, I am an evening fragrance. It doesn't scream it to me. So I think for this, I'm gonna give it a point for the where and when. And finally, we come down to it. Uniqueness. Have you actually smelled anything like this before? I'm gonna have to say yes. And where have I smelled this before? Well, it's more cooler older brother, unfortunately. Colonia Classic. I've got to say, I really like what Acqua Di Parma do in terms of their overall vibe, and also basing their fragrances around like the grandfather of freshies, which is Colonia. However, I do feel that it can get a little bit boring and a little bit samey. That's not to say that I enjoy this more than Colonia. I do, I really do. However, is this unique? I don't think that this is quite unique enough to then get a point for uniqueness. So unfortunately, I can't give it a point there. So there we have it, guys. So that is a whopping 3 out of 5. For what this is a pretty good score. I'm pretty pleased with the performance of this, and I'm pretty pleased with the overall projection and the overall vibe that you get from this. I think, guys, if you are looking for something to maybe take on holiday, maybe you're going somewhere warm, it's definitely going to keep you fresh and clean. But also, if you're just looking for something quite nice for the office and something a little bit different and something that's just going to keep you a little bit sharp, then yeah, definitely go for this. It is really, really nice. And like I said, with the packaging and everything, it is perfect for a Christmas gift. So that is all for now. Thank you so much for listening to my Acqua Di Parma fragrance review. If you have any questions about this fragrance or about Acqua Di Parma in general, then please just comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you with any questions that you might have. Also, check us out on our blog, which is sophisticatedobsession.com. Then we also have our Instagram, which is Sophisticated Obsession, and Facebook, Sophisticated Obsession. Thank you so much for listening to me, and we will be sure to come back to you with some more reviews. Thank you once again. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye!